Hey everybody, what's going on? It is Birdie Boogie here to give you the latest in what's happening in the world of wrestling news. Let's face it, there are a ton of promotions out there, a ton of news to follow up on. Here at the channel, we make it just a little bit easy for you, compile the top stories, and let you know what's going on in the world of professional wrestling. And today, our top story, well, the story we'll start with actually involves Sheamus, who is on WWE's The Bump today. And he actually talked about his former theme song and actually talked about how he requested that the theme song comes back. We're going to show you a quick clip from The Bump. Check it out right here.
So I actually wanted to have my original music back. I pushed for that and I pushed for it and I was denied. I wanted it. It's shameful.
Sheamus really pushing for that old theme song and is asking that, you know, the fans push for it. Hashtag too many lives. Hashtags WWE The Bump. You know, I definitely think it'd be a good one. I think it's just right up there with Broken Dreams. We're waiting for it to come back. Hasn't happened yet, but hey, you know what? Mania season's right around the corner. Just like people are hoping Broken Dreams comes back for Mania, I'm hoping that this comes back for Sheamus. Our next story involves an AEW podcast premiering tomorrow, Thursday, February 20th. So we have AEW Dynamite on Wednesday nights, AEW Dark on Tuesday nights. We have plenty of different YouTube series, and now AEW is actually adding a podcast to the repertoire of broadcasting. It's AEW Unrestricted, hosted by AEW referee Aubrey Edwards and broadcaster Tony Schiavone. And the description says, what does it take to be all elite? Digging with the stars and talented team behind AEW on TNT via in-depth conversations highlighting their lives, pop culture, and pro wrestling. AEW referee Aubrey Edwards and broadcaster Tony Schiavone bring you new episodes every Thursday beginning February 20th, 2020. I definitely think this will be a must listen to. I think out of all of Conrad's podcasts, Tony Schiavone might have the best one. Just because he seems the most down to earth, most chill guy. And, you know, I think, you know, fans definitely like seeing, you know, almost that behind the curtain, finding out who these wrestlers are as people. And it looks like that's what AEW Restricted is going to have. It premieres tomorrow, February 20th. We'll have a link down in the description below if you're interested in checking it out. Doesn't say anything about who their first guest might be. But it looks like we're going to have new episodes every Thursday, weekly podcast. So it looks like you're going to have a whole week of AEW content coming up. I mean, you have Dark on Tuesdays, Dynamite on Wednesdays. Looking like we'll have Unrestricted on Thursdays. You'll have to wonder if they'll coordinate this with, you know, big moments happening. So obviously we have Cody versus Wardlow in the cage match tonight, time of recording. Will we have one of those on Unrestricted? Tomorrow? We'll have to wait and see, but it definitely looks like it'll be an interesting podcast to listen to. And once again, it looks like AEW competing here with WWE a tiny bit, because WWE has also been getting into the podcast game lately. I mean, we've had the New Days, Feel the Power podcast, we've had Behind the Bell, Corey Graves. So yeah, looks like they're going to keep that up with AEW Unrestricted. And finally, our last story involves a potential teaser for an NXT Takeover match happening the night before WrestleMania. Find out who teased it and what that match might be. So this story actually comes to us from Alex McCarthy over at Talk Sport, and he actually posted an interesting quote today. So we all know Rhea Ripley has an NXT Women's Championship match at WrestleMania on Sunday against Charlotte Flair. After defeating Bianca Belair at NXT Takeover Portland. But it looks like, you know, she's open to competing the night before, working double duty that weekend. And says that the championship has to be defended. The championship has to be defended. I'm a fighting champ, so I'll be there. And also name drops Io Shirai and Raquel Gonzalez, who obviously made an appearance during the Tegan Nox Dakota Kai match at NXT Takeover Portland. I'm curious what you think about this. Personally, in my opinion, I don't think it's the best idea because it's like almost like the Elimination Chamber match we have coming up, where it's obvious that Shayna Baszler is going to win. Obviously, Rhea Ripley's going to win that match, and I don't think she needs to go through Raquel Gonzalez or Io Shirai to do it. But let me know what you think. Would you be interested in seeing that match, and who would you like to see her face? Me personally, when it comes to the whole NXT Takeover Women's Championship saga right now, I am really hoping we can get Bianca Belair added to that match, and we'll have a triple threat in Tampa Bay at WrestleMania for the NXT Women's Champ between Bianca, Charlotte, and Rhea Ripley. But that is all the news I have for you today. Pretty light day, but some pretty interesting news. But yeah, definitely, if you're interested in hearing Sheamus's new theme song, hashtag too many limes, hashtag WWE The Bump. And then my questions for you, are you going to be listening to WWE Nope, wrong brand. Are you going to be listening to AEW Unrestricted? And how do you feel about Rhea Ripley possibly working double duty that weekend? And who would you like to see her face? If you enjoyed the video, hit the subscribe, hit the like, leave a comment with those answers to those questions. My name is Birdie Boogie, and I will see you next time.